The Jeffrey Epstein saga has a dastardly quality. The more anyone drawn into the morass tries to dig themselves out, the deeper they dig themselves in. The White House proved the rule yet again on Wednesday, on a shocking day of revelations in Washington over Epstein emails that mentioned Donald Trump multiple times and darkened a broadening shadow over his presidency. The question at the heart of a political drama that grew out of the profound tragedy of scores of young women trafficked and abused by Epstein is now becoming impossible for the president to suppress. Why is he so adamant that Americans must not see files related to a one-time friend he later denounced, even though there's been no evidence of criminal wrongdoing on his own part? A dizzying day of political intrigue. Wednesday crushed Republican hopes of claiming the end of the longest government shutdown on record as an eye-catching win. It opened when House Oversight Committee Democrats released 3 emails newly acquired from Epstein's estate that mentioned Trump. This was soon followed by a torrent of other emails, some referencing the president, from the GOP-led panel. It did not immediately appear that the trove of material created any new legal issues for Trump. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said it proved absolutely nothing, other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. But the explosive content, which included Epstein and his now jailed accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell discussing Trump, was the kind of gossipy jet fuel that can ensure scandals defy all attempts at containment and significantly worsen Trump's political predicament on the issue. It was also the latest twist in a story with an extraordinary capacity to tarnish reputations, which, unlike its main protagonist, will not die. Political earthquakes are now rumbling on both sides of the Atlantic. Washington is on scandal alert. In the UK, the aftershocks just led to the defenestration of a prince, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, and the dismissal of a lord as ambassador to Washington, Peter Mandelson, both over their past friendships with Epstein. Most seriously for the president, Wednesday's disclosures raise questions over whether he's been fully transparent about what he knew about Epstein, a former fellow New York and Florida resident who killed himself in prison in 2019. At the least, the emails implied Trump knew more than he's been prepared to let on about a wealthy, convicted pedophile who moved in the highest society circles alongside powerful men in New York and London. In one email on April 2, 2011, which CNN has independently reviewed, Epstein emailed Maxwell, "I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump." Redacted. "Spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned police chief, etc. I'm 75% there." Maxwell responded, "I have been thinking about that." GOP members of the House Oversight Committee identified the person as Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's most prominent survivors, who died by suicide in April. They accused Democrats of hiding her name because she did not allege Trump did something wrong. Maxwell told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche in an interview this year that she never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way, and that she didn't recall ever seeing Trump at Epstein's house. She said she did witness the 2 men together in social settings. "The president was never inappropriate with anybody," Maxwell said. "In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects." Other material was embarrassing for Trump. Epstein called him borderline insane in a 2018 email exchange with former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, in another email to a New York Times reporter on January 28, 2017, a week after Trump signed an executive order banning the entry of foreign nationals from Muslim-majority countries for 90 days. Epstein said, "Donald is fucking crazy." A year later, Epstein wrote, "I know how dirty Donald is," referring to potential scandals that might come out about him, in an August 2018 email to Catherine Rumler, a former White House counsel under President Barack Obama. Epstein also emailed about Trump's mental state with his personal attorney and Rumler in March 2018.